One, two, three. I am a guy from the place. Charm City Bipper, Keith the Vandal. Marquise is the name my mama gave me. Also going by Bippy Charmington as of late. Had a moment to sit still today. Actually, I've made a moment to sit still. I was driving somewhere and I just wanted to stop. It's this beautiful park in a space, somewhere great, I just wanted to reflect on my journey. I had an awesome yoga practice today. Yin yoga, Y-I-N, yin. It's the car going off. Y-I-N, yin yoga, very restorative. Reminded me of the importance of slowing down and giving myself slower moments. This is going to be helping celebrate someone today, but I won't be able to partake in all of the ways that they'll be celebrated. Wishing them a joyful celebration from this space. But it made me think of some other things I can do instead. And I just have been checking in on my energy, my gratitudes, and thinking a lot about the story. The story that may have been written about us, and the story that we end up writing about ourselves. I started my yoga journey. I started my yoga journey in 2022. So the top of 2022. In a month like this is December of 2023. A month like this is December 2021, right? I was being asked if I wanted to do a yoga journey, and I didn't know what that even meant. I didn't know all that it would entail. I had some expectations of what it can be, but I stepped into it releasing them the best that I could. I won't act like I didn't expect certain things, because I definitely had some questions that needed clarifying at the start of my journey. And I still have questions that come about, but I don't deny the questions, I don't deny the questions. I don't judge them as much as I used to. I invite the questions. And I give that to myself. So I'm just sitting into this space where I'm 2 years into the journey. The journey for me started when my mentor asked me, did I want to do it? It's like, do you want to take this pill? Like, get on your best matrix. I did, and I took the pill. And it was just an extension of everything I'd already done. Right? I've always had a desire for deeper understanding. And this journey that I've been on has given me deeper understandings of myself and more comfort in being the person that I am. Like, I'm sitting at a tree right now talking to a phone camera. Like, that is what this journey is for me. And I just am gratified. I'm just joyful. And I'm thinking about the story that I wrote to be this person, the goals I wrote, the idea of who this person would be, and how I didn't have to have every detail before I set out to be the thing. I made a video recently this week about being people's hero. I'm thinking about this concept. I'm thinking about the story. There were stories written about me that were not true. We know them in the form of rumors. This person does that. This person's in this. He does it because this is what he's after. They do this because this is who they really are. It's all like, the stories will always be there. But what is the story you are accepting about yourself? Is the question. What was the story I was accepting about myself? My story was, I'm a kid from East Baltimore who's been through some things, and there's certain lines I just don't cross. I do this calisthenics, but I don't know about bending over and down with dog. Like, I don't know about putting my butt in there. And then I was like, is that really that deep? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the biggest jokes I had starting out. Like, I gotta put my butt in there? Like, what's this about? Like, I don't know if I like my booty just hanging in the air like that. Respectfully, I'm just good on that. That's just me. No disrespect to anybody who enjoys it. That was my thought. And I was very childish. I was very immature about it. And as I discovered this practice, this ancient practice, that isn't just what I assumed was a white woman's thing. I knew nothing about yoga. And I didn't do the due diligence to research it as I accepted the call. Mostly because I was invited into a community that was more than the practice. And the practice is about life overall. That's why it's so heavy to me. Like, it's the way that I look at this experience. It's the way that I see people that are experiencing this with me. That was the practice. The practice was bigger than the mat. The practice was bigger than the asanas, the poses. Asana is pose. Like, it's bigger than all of the things. It's genuinely like this. Like, I'm just here. And I can't be nowhere else but here. And I'm going to be somewhere else after this moment when I post this and I give it to the world, and I maybe look at it 10 years from now. I'll be somewhere different. But in this moment, I'm here. And there's a plane above me. There's a beautiful sun shining down on me. There's a rainbow. There's a rainbow out here. Like, I can write it. I can write it. I can write it, and I don't have to make it up. And those were some of the things that I struggled with growing up. I didn't think I could write every story that I had lived through. And I felt like I was making some of it up. The people that have been through it with me laugh and just in awe. The people who see who I become. This guy that's waking up and looking in the mirror and looking like, wow, this is what you're doing now? Okay, bet. We here. We here. And I'm grateful. Man. Rewrite your story. And be kinder to yourself. I was not what I thought I had to be this person you see. I was not fully prepared to take the first step. I didn't have all the things I thought I needed. And people still made space for me. People have yet to stop making space for me. And it made me aware of all the ways. I mean, if you know I ain't gonna speak on that, but thank you for that sign. Thank you for that sign. But if you understand your experience, you stop to look at it, you will see people making space for you in ways you might have been denying. When I used to go to work, I'd be mad that I was there, and then I would trauma dump on my coworkers, and we just share that space. They were making space for me. And I'm still grateful for them in this moment. Like, I trauma dumped on all my coworkers. Like, every job I had, we just in there. Yeah, because, I'm going to this funeral. Then, oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. We just having these moments. But is it trauma dumping? Or is it sharing? Is it exchanging ideas? Is it just expressing myself? I was allowed to express myself in space. People made space for me. People hold space for me. People have held space for me before I even knew what holding space was. Before I had a term for it, people were doing it for me. I was doing it for others. So that's the blessing. Like, we've been doing this. We always did this thing. Call it something nice. Don't talk about it so poorly. I gotta watch the judgments that are formed. I don't like all the music that's out right now. Sometimes we talk about the music with like a lack of understanding. And then I remember, like, I liked a lot of songs that are reminiscent of the songs that are on the radio right now. Gold all in my chain, gold all in my watch, gold all in my ring. Don't believe me, just watch. Blah, 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 blah. Huh? Like a lot of things. Like a lot of things I wasn't supposed to. I was definitely at parties at 13 and listening to slide to the left, slide to the right. Hold up, shorty, wait a minute, can I tonight? I'm just being silly at this point, but I'm just letting you know. For everything that we may not understand, there's a reference that's similar to the thing we have confusion about. There's no perfect steps to take in this process, right? You just take a lot of steps. You might do the same thing so continuously, so consistently that now it looks perfect. But it starts out with a lot of mistakes. I was listening to something and they spoke about, it was Alan Watts. I don't know enough about him to like speak about who he is, but I do know that this clip I was listening to was really deep. It was like, they're musicians and there's like world-class pianists and they play the piano very well and people go around them to study and they'll learn that this person who's awesome at piano doesn't read music, but they're so awesome at piano. And they'll hear the things that they tell them, they say, just play it. It's okay to play a bad note, just keep the rhythm. That is what I'm living into. It's okay to make a misstep. It's okay to start a relationship that doesn't work and it ends up being a dumpster fire. Just keep the rhythm. Don't stop dancing. Don't stop the rhythm that you are because you made a mistake. It's okay to spend all your money to start a new career and it not be the career that you wanted. But you might make a friend at one of the workshops that puts you onto the career that's truly for you. Or that job might be hiring and it makes up for all the money you didn't make in the previous career, whatever it may be. Just don't stop the rhythm. We here, right? I've been through some moments that tried to stop my rhythm. I've been through some moments that stopped my rhythm. And my family can attest to it, and really close friends can attest to it, and people I've let into those spaces can attest to it. But I'm dancing still. And you can keep dancing. You can keep dancing. Never stop dancing. Never stop, never stopping. And never say never. But I'm gonna let these planes keep landing and I'm gonna go about my day. Touch grass. Like, that was really why I got out of the car. I was driving. I've been driving for like an hour. So when I got out, I was like, I gotta go do something. I gotta go do something different. Park the car. Nice little park. Nice little park. You see what I'm saying? Nice little park. You might be able to see the rainbow. Just a lot of sun. Nice little park, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I said, let me go touch grass. Y'all go touch some grass. You know what I'm saying? Go love on somebody. It's winter. You know, a lot of people are sad right now. I get sad. It get dark early. I say that a lot. It get dark early. So we ain't got time to be doing what we used to do. And like, holding grudges. We getting old. I'm getting old. I feel like I'm getting old. You know, in Baltimore, you reach the 30. You make it to 30 different. You understand? But it is what it is. It is what it is. As I always say, one day made better, as many days made greater. I'm uplifting you to be in a world that cares. If I keep it to myself, I think that's unfair. The joys we are giving are best when shared. Visionaries never die, legends survive. Through the seeds we sow daily, we get better with time. I'm wishing you peace, prosperity, in upright posture. We are built in private, blessed in public, whether they like it or love it. The process is trusted. This experience is loving and abundant. Bip, bip, bippity.